Hello guys, in this video I will try to explain to you how I personally draw anime like clouds on Procreate, only using default brushes. If this video happens to be useful to you, please consider liking and subscribing. This will help a lot the channel. I usually start drawing clouds, drawing the base shape. I already drew mine here. The thing that I really find difficult is actually to know where and how to shade the cloud. For this, I like to think that a cloud is formed by a lot of spheres. Let me draw just to illustrate. One big sphere here and small spheres on all these other places. If you draw these spheres, they will help you while shading the cloud. So I like to leave it as a base when shading. To shade the cloud, you only need to think about three things. In this sphere, we have the base shape. We'll need to think about the shading, about the light, and about the reflected light. We will replicate this shading on all these spheres that we drew over our cloud. So let's go to the base layer, create another layer and clipping mask, and we can set it to multiply, and let's add the shadows following these spheres. And remember that this circle here is in front of this one, so we will shade it here. We can use the round brush. The shading don't need to be perfect because we will blend after. For now it will look very ugly, but just go shading following this spheres format. Just replicating this shading here. The base layer of the spheres will look something like this. Now we just need to add the lighting. Let's create another layer above, also clipping mask, and set it to overlay. And grab this third color here, and let's add the light. And keep using the round brush. And the last thing, the reflected lights. Create another layer above, clipping mask, and again set it to overlay. Since these are softer lights, we can just grab the soft brush. Now, what I like to do is select all these layers, group them, and duplicate the group, just to have a backup, and flatten this group. We will have one layer with all the shading and lighting. Set this layer to alpha lock. Now we will start blending all these things. I like to use the round brush. For now, we will only blend the inside of the cloud. Now that we blended inside the cloud, we will start to blend the outside. So let's unselect Alpha Lock. With the same round brush, let's very softly blend the borders of the cloud. And let's create another layer above our cloud layer. This time we won't make a clipping mask. We'll just set it to add. One brush that I like a lot to give the impression of cloud and fluffiness, cloud texture, is the Rainforest brush. Let's select it and go tapping very softly in the light areas. This will already give a cloud look. Can erase a little bit this part just to remove this excess. And we will also blend. The part of the border we won't blend. Just this part, this inside part. You can now select the soft brush and also erase some parts. Always on the inside, never on the outside. Because we need to have this hard edge on some borders. One last thing that I like to do, let's create another layer and also set it to add. This time we will select the Driven Snow brush and let's add some particles. And this is how I like to paint anime clouds. These clouds in the background, I simply used the Oceans brush. Let me draw an example here. Just go with the brush like this, and with the round brush I blend a little bit. You can play with all the color modes and look nice too. I blend and sometimes erase with the soft brush if it was too strong. And this is it. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you. Please like and subscribe. I will try to keep bringing tutorials like this, sometimes draw-alongs, always with Procreate and most of times using its default brushes. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.